I'm Shayna. Welcome to my cozy corner of the internet. Today we're talking about things I wish I knew before I went to Japan. If you're planning a trip to Japan and want some chill, honest tips, this is for you. These are some things that I wish someone had told me before I went. You don't actually need reservations for everywhere you want to eat when you go. There's a lot of pressure to book reservations even a month in advance, and that's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. I looked up quite a few places before we went and didn't end up making any reservations, but just kind of noted where I would like to go. When it came down to it, there was always really good options in the area that we were exploring that day or near our hotel. We didn't end up having to go out of our way to find anything. A lot of the places that you'll see on TikTok have become heavily touristy, and that's okay. I am by no means against touristy places, but it's a lot harder to get into them and not always necessarily worth it. And we found that just walking around through the day and then making note of places we walked by that looked good was the perfect way to do it. Even if these viral places would be worth the wait, if you know me, you know I'm just not a line girl. I'm not gonna be waiting in the line. I don't wait in the line. I don't go to the club because there's a line. Am I impatient? That's not to say I don't prioritize good food. I think I do. I definitely prioritize good food. It's just that I can't really buy into overly hyped, overly marketed. I'm a hungry lady and I just won't wait in the line. That's really what it comes down to. I'm not gonna be waiting in the line. And you'd say the reservations could avoid that, but not always. And a lot of places in Japan, you have to line up in the morning to get a reservation time and then come back to it. And it just wasn't worth it. We found such good food on every street. And I think a lot of tourists are afraid to do that because we're afraid of language barriers. But it's so easy. For one thing, if the staff doesn't speak English, they will still often have an English menu. And between the two parties, you can point, you can smile, you can nod, you'll figure it out. There's a lot of ramen shops where you can also order on a computer and put in all of your specifications, and it's all picture-based. Super easy to get through, so you really don't need to worry about that. Again, it's worth noting that we were traveling in the major cities, so it's likely different in smaller places and a little bit harder to communicate. My second tip is that if you're going this summer, brace yourself for the heat. It's hot, like hot. It's like walk outside and you will think you have just walked into a steam room. Your skin will be wet the moment you go outside, even if you're not sweaty. It's definitely not unbearable. Japan is very prepared for the heat. You will find cooling products at every store on every block. It's very common. So it's not as a heat intolerant girly. You will be okay. Don't avoid it. Just don't expect to be able to do a lot outside between the hours of 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. It will be so hot. So plan your trip accordingly. We often took that mid part of the day, like 2 to 4, when the heat is at its highest point, to go back to the hotel, refresh, take a shower, get ready for dinner. And I found that worked best. It's insufferable. You will not make it a whole day. My third thing worth noting is the bathroom situation. It's good, okay? We all know Japan has very clean, high technology toilet situations. Their public washrooms were easy to find, clean, all had bidets, it was nice. But soap and toilet paper. If you're not used to bidets, you're gonna have to get used to it because the toilet paper situation is atrocious. It's very bad. Think the worst toilet paper you've ever had and then make it worse. I'm not trying to be a hater, it's just the facts. It was disintegrating, okay? It was disintegrating. So we're gonna be using the bidets. You're gonna get used to that. And bring hand sanitizer. I was very happy to have it. They don't always have soap in all of the public bathrooms, which is kind of a shock. Note 4, Transit in Japan is super easy. You will see a lot of TikToks about getting lost in Tokyo Station, or like, oh, you know, your relationship can last once Japan Transit has tested it, things like that. To my husband's credit, he did a lot of the navigation for us, but he also hasn't done it that much in other major cities, and he was able to figure it out very easily. It's all color-coded, it's a number system. Oftentimes, in the major cities, you will have English as a second option on the languages. Even the announcements on the train will come up in English, so it's very easy. If you've navigated city transit before in any capacity, you will be able to figure it out. Especially now, I don't think they're having such a problem with Suica cards. Load your Suica card, tap in and out every time. You can get your Suica card at pretty much every station, but definitely the major ones like Tokyo Station, Kyoto Station, anything else that you'll have like large capacity, major stations. Which leads me into my fifth point, the Shinkansen, the bullet train. Showing up 15 to 20 minutes before is more than enough time. This is our largest mistake of our trip, was going too early for our first bullet train. We just wasted so much time and it was so uncomfortable. We had nowhere to sit. There was a lot of people. Don't do it. You don't need to do it. And especially if you are getting there early, don't go through the gates. Once you go through the gates, all there is train platforms and maybe one cafe with overpriced food. And you can't go back out and come back in. Once you've scanned your ticket, you've used your ticket. So don't go through the gates. Don't do it. Learn from my mistakes. To their credit, they do have really good luggage storage at all of these major stations. So when we got to Kyoto Station to head back to Tokyo, we locked up our bags. We have like full-size suitcases and they slid into the lockers, no problem. I believe it was $7 Canadian total. And we were able to go explore for the day and come back for our train. Instead of having to go to the ticket booth when you arrive because you've purchased your tickets online and don't have a copy of them, you can load them onto your Suica card. Definitely do this, it makes it so seamless. The email that you get from the company that you bought your ticket from will lay this out pretty clearly, how to load it onto your IC card or your Suica card. You don't need to overplan or stress. Just be polite, stay hydrated, remain patient when navigating transit for the first couple days, and then you'll get the hang of it and things will run smoothly. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe and let me know in the comments what you want to see next.